one of the fucking funner fights of the night. I told you this fight gets my balls a little tickled. We get a 50-50 fight between the big boys at heavyweight. Joyce versus Joseph Parker.
I think she goes for the early knockout.
I
Cause she's
agree.
the type that she likes the show, man. Like,
problematic. Get the light beam on me, ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools, you can call them boy crap. Man, this gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes. This ain't not new. And see some action.
What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. This is the motherfucking Fight Club. And the first rule of Fight Club is to go down, like, subscribe. Second rule is to comment your picks for this Fight Club. For this fight episode. We got Serrano versus Sarah Mahfoud. Joyce versus Joseph Parker. They're both the Josephs fucked me up. But these are your hosts, Paul Pick'em Win'em Concha, and I'm with.
Hey man, you already know it's your boy Kev Waterboy Savoy, aka the Don PYE, aka the motherfucker that's drunker than a bitch, and he's late for another engagement, you feel me? So I'ma tune in here and I'ma try to talk some big boxing shit with y'all boys before I gotta go, you feel me, man? But who else in this bitch?
going on, boys, man? It's your man PT Prime Time Mark. Back at it with another boxing, man. We come consistent.
Yes, sir.
Bro, the boxing has been going fucking crazy.
Yeah, shout out my boxing fans out there, man. Keep it up.
Keep talking that shit, man. Niggas is coming through, and we gonna talk that big boxing shit every time. But Paul, man, what's cracking, man? Who's faded?
Man, so we actually got one really close-ass fight here for the interim WBO heavyweight title between Joyce and Joseph Parker.
A close fight in boxing. You sure they still do those? Like, I thought the next closest fight was gonna be like Errol Spence and motherfucking Bud. Like, I didn't know there was still close fights in boxing.
I'm not gonna lie, the heavyweight division's been going kind of crazy with their picks on
it's a little...
every fight's been 50-50 so far in the heavyweights.
And it be sleeping, like it look ugly on the outside when you look at it, but then when the fight is happening, you're like, damn, these boys scrapping.
I would say Andy Ruiz and Big Dog was scrapping the other day.
That was one I thought was ugly, and I was like, damn.
Zong and Harold Groffrick or whatever, they were banging the Joshua.
Zong was throwing hands for her. I'll give him that.
But
that other Andy Ruiz fight too, when he fucking got knocked down, I forgot who that was.
Yeah. But your girl on this fighting card, Marcus, you got Amanda Serrano versus Sarah Mahfoud, and they got like 3 belts on the line. You got Serrano defending the WBC WBO Featherweight, and Mahfoud got the IBF on the line.
Another Puerto Rican, man.
All right, y'all boys, handle this, man. Y'all have a good motherfucking episode. I gotta disappear, but hey, we appreciate anybody watching this shit. And I'm gonna tell you early, and I hope Paul remembers to tell you later that you's a bitch. I'm out
Go
here.
Panthers.
Go on, my man, Kev.
Go Panthers. You disgusting.
But hey, tell us about that girl Serrano, other than the fact that she's Jake Paul's star.
Yeah, all right, man. My boy about to get a bag, but nah, man, she fucking arguably one of the greatest women fighters, man. When you really look at her resume, it kind of sucks that she was like in the position she was in at one point in her career. Like, she didn't really have that spotlight. She wasn't really able to get those big fights. She's a fucking woman, so she already has to deal with that in the boxing world. Like, you can't really, I mean, it's just different from the men. Like, no one treats it the same. The fans don't treat it the same. I'm a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Haha, that. But still, bro, like, it is what it is. But shout out Jake Paul. He definitely put her on. He brought, like he said, she's already been a star. He said it himself. He just put the spotlight on her, and now she get to show off her talents to the world. And we got to see that firsthand on Madison Square Garden on the biggest stage, man. And she put on a fucking show. I say she won the fight. Fuck them. But yeah, great fight. Honestly, one of the top fights I've seen like live, bro. Like, honestly, like watching live, like just really living in the moment.
I remember the voice memos were going crazy in the group chat that day, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's probably one of the latest fights we low key like kind of was covering, bro. And like you heard the crowd. That shit was shaking through my TV. Like
People
the garden
standing.
was lit, bro. She's Irish, right? The other one.
Yeah, Katie Taylor, home Irish, but like you were watching it on the screen, and I felt like that's how like people back in the day felt like watching Magic versus Bird Game 7.
Right.
Like it's really like eyes in
Locked
this
in.
screen, but
Where you don't even want
media
to.
don't matter.
The
Nothing
only reason why I
matters.
was looking at my phone was to gas it to y'all boys. Like, other than that, my phone would have been away because I was tuned in. Shit was nonstop, just fireworks, bro. And she showed heart. She showed she a dog and all types of shit. So, like, bro, I'm really just looking forward to seeing if she could replicate that and kind of just get back on track to get her rematch with Katie.
All right. Well, Sarah Mahfoud, like she's IBF champ. She's Denmark's best fighter, I believe. Like, she's only ever fought in Denmark too. She's 11-0. She's kind of older too, but so is Amanda. Low key, like they're both in their mid-30s. But so they're kind of even. They kind of balance out. Like you can't say Serrano's old because then Mahfoud's just like it's a couple months older.
Right.
But Serrano got the pop in her hands, whereas Mahfoud is more of a decision fighter. And I don't like. I just think it's a stay busy kind of fight because of that Jake Paul fight kind of fell through a few months ago, and they just need to get her a payday somewhere here.
They got to get her active, so they kind of just found a slot, kind of put her in there.
And she gets another belt on the resume, which she's minus 2,000 on the betting odds for a reason.
I think she goes for the early knockout.
I agree.
She's the type that she likes the show, man. Like she likes I'm not saying she likes the attention, but like she likes to put on a show. She wants to go out there and come out first round banging. Like she's gonna go out there and let her hands loose. I think she's gonna go for that early knockout.
I agree. Actually, that's one of my picks here. I have a crazy parlay I'm gonna shoot at the end of this episode, right? Like I'm gonna get some people paid if they follow me, but like I agree. I think she gets the KO. I stay busy fight. This girl's never fought outside of Denmark. They're gonna be in the UK, I think Manchester or London or something. So she's kind of going outside of her home country, and Serrano's just a superstar. She's ready. She's been in the big light, and I think she's gonna continue to put on superstar performances until we are forced to give her the Katie Taylor rematch, and we gotta listen to Jake Paul's bullshit for the next year.
Hey man, chill on Jake Paul.
I know that's why I can already see it. Like Serrano gets the KO, Jake Paul on Twitter. Katie Taylor, accept the rematch or you're afraid. Like I can already
they're gonna be rapping at the end of the press con, or like in the ring when they talking on the mic. They definitely gonna call her out. Jake Paul's gonna be probably in that ring
scheming, bro.
And he's gonna be in the back like Eddie Hearn be. He always in the back. Tall ass, lanky ass dude.
All right, well, on to the big boys here. Honestly, one of the fucking funner fights of the night. I told you this fight gets my balls a little tickled. We get a 50-50 fight between the big boys at heavyweight. Joyce versus Joseph Parker for the interim WBO heavyweight title. And respectively, they're both top 10 fighters, but WBO's got Joyce ranked first, Parker ranked second, respectively. And winner of this has now become mandatory for Usyk, whether or not he fights Fury or not. So anything I know, Joyce is what 14-0, 13 KOs. He actually looked on his resume, KO Danny Dubois, who is now the WBA regular champ after knocking out Don King's heavyweight. Trevor.
What was the rankings again for the belts?
They're both top 10 fighters in like all the promotions, but in WBO, he's Joyce is ranked first, Parker's ranked second.
For the WBO?
Yeah.
And that's probably one of Usyk's belts. Some boys ain't touching that shit.
Winner fights. Someone said like this fight's fun for right now, but winner's not gonna be Usyk. But let me live in the moment. Let me live right now.
The heavyweight division is interesting because it's top heavy, but then when you get to those like middle guys, they can put on some fights now. It's not that they're ass. It's just the heavyweight division is kind of top heavy. It's like really Usyk,
Fury,
Fury, and
and
if
then
you want to,
a little drop off, and then it's
right,
Joshua and
and you got
Wilder.
Joshua Wilder, Ruiz, and like it gets interesting like after you get down there, and like if them guys can fight, and then eventually Usyk and Fury, they're gonna be gone. Those belts are eventually gonna be in the air, and someone's gonna have to take over.
Well, fuck them. We're not talking to them right now. We talking right here in front of us. We talking Joyce 14-0, mostly all KOs, 6'6", 80-inch reach. This boy's a big boy. UK's his backyard, so maybe this is just another package job for he's gonna keep winning in the UK, and then he'll be sent over to America and get packed up. But he got heavy hands, has a chin, and then Joseph Parker, he beat Andy Ruiz by unanimous decision. He beat Chisora twice, one by split decision, one by unanimous decision. His only two losses are to Anthony Joshua and Dylan White, and he went all 12 rounds with both of them. So he didn't even get K. So he got a chin on him. He's got fast hand. He's like an Andy Ruiz type of dude. And his Parker is kind of just like a tank. 14-0, 13 knockouts. He's the favorite by minus 200. Parker's like a plus 180 underdog. So it's a very close fight in terms of boxing. Like, what do you see that going here? Are we going with the 14-0 tank, or are we going with the 30-2 veteran?
I'm probably gonna lean with the tank for real, man. Yeah, Joyce, man. Like, I don't know how the fight's gonna go, man. I can't even tell you about knockout. I'm sure there is gonna be a knockout because, like, come on, what heavyweight really go into decision? And
All the ones we've talked heavyweight gone decision, low key.
Yeah, you right, man. I don't know, but I really
Wilder walked away. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, for real, the knockout king gone. But I don't know what to expect for real, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be a brawl. I don't know if it's gonna be a fucking sloppy whale fest. I don't know what it's gonna be like, man.
Yeah, I think.
But I'm pulling for Joyce though, man. Okay, I mean, I've heard about Joyce. I think I could be wrong. Fury be fucking with him. I could be wrong though.
No, the UK's his backyard, so it probably is. It probably does fuck with him.
Yeah, I know he fucks with one of the heavyweights. Like they be training together and shit. It might be him.
I think this is gonna be a fun little fight because Joyce is just a little slower, but he has heavy ass hands. And Parker's like an Andy Ruiz. He's faster. He got fast.
Damn, where is it, Parker?
Parker, I think from like New Zealand or Australia. Like,
so that can't be. I don't know.
It could be wrong. He might be from fucking Wales, bro. Don't quote me.
Fuck with one of them boys.
Yeah, but Parker, he also got the deeper resume. Like, even though he lost to Dylan and Joshua,
right?
Like, so I'm gonna take him as a dog just because he's been in there with some. I think he can go 12 rounds. Joyce isn't gonna hit harder than Joshua or Dylan White or Chisora at that matter. So I think he has the chin to go all 12 rounds. I think no matter who wins, it's gonna be a decision fight, and I'm just gonna take who's the better boxer at the end of the day. I think that's Parker with the faster hands, better footwork. But Joyce may get a knockdown. That's completely.
That's what I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for the Joyce knockdown.
But so I'm actually happy we're split on that pick. But on the last thing, I got this little. This is a little bet for the other fight card this weekend. Shakur Stevenson and them, they're low key gonna be tossing this parlay. So I got a plus 1,500 odds bet right now. Bet 5 to win $78. Jahi Tucker gets the KO. Bruce Shushu Carrington gets the KO. Keyshawn Davis gets the KO. Amanda Serrano gets a KO. Shakur Stevenson goes and gets a decision. And the Parker Joyce fight goes to decision. And I think because they both got chins. And 5 to win $78. They just throw a little flyer on that one.
Right.
But the ones I feel real comfortable with is Keyshawn Davis KO, Bruce Shushu Carrington KO, Parker Joyce fight decision 25, and you walk out with $61.
Sheesh. Nah, definitely those knockouts, bro. I love that. I love those.
Yeah, they're massive. They're massive favorites, like minus 2,000 and shit. Like not worth it. But if you go for the KO, you're getting like minus 110 odds, like really good.
Right.
Like, and I expect a big finish.
I even like maybe Shakur to get a knockout in that one.
This is chill. But last thing, anything you gotta say about Amanda Serrano, Jake Paul, even, or fucking the big boys? They're both Josephs. That's what fucked me up earlier this episode. I got tongue tied with their names.
Fucking Joseph bros. Hey, I'm just hoping for them boys to put on a show, man. Bring back the heavyweight division. Keep it entertaining. Not just all the eyes on Usyk and Fury and Joshua and all them boys. So put on a good performance, man. And I already know what my Serrano gonna do. That's just gonna be easy work for her. And we'll cover Jake Paul in a few weeks. You dig?
Yes, sir. Well, shit, this has been Totally Blitz Podcast Fight Club. We'll catch you this week. Also, catch our UFC recap and our other Shakur Stevenson video where we break down that card as well with the Rat Pack, Jahil Tucker, Bruce Shushu Carrington, Keyshawn Davis, and Shakur Stevenson. But this has been Totally Blitz Podcast. And if you didn't know, now you know, motherfuckers.
Passing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with